Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Adelina and I make videos about living in this tiny house on wheels and living a more intentional life. I know, it's been ages since I've made a recipe video, and I apologize for that. It's just been so busy, and then I kind of got out of the habit. It's a lot of work doing 2 videos a week, and work has been super busy. So anyways, I'm going to share a recipe with you today that is super easy to make, and your kids will love it. In fact, it's one of those recipes that comes together super fast and combines familiar flavors that you love. Today I'm sharing with you my recipe for Sloppy Joe Tater Tot Casserole. So let me show you the ingredients and then we'll get to making it. Here are the ingredients we need for our Sloppy Joe Tater Tot Casserole. We need some tater tots, whatever brand. These are called Tater Crisps. The big bag of tater tots was huge, and I probably won't need all of this. Just get a bag and you'll use as many as you need to cover your casserole. You'll see what I mean. We need some cheddar style cheese. I'm using Daiya. That's what I could find. I couldn't find the Violife cheddar, but I like the Daiya. It melts really well. Some ground meat. I'm going to use this Beyond Beef. This is 340 grams. You probably need anywhere from this to about a pound-ish, which is 450 grams, I think, but whatever. Beyond, Impossible, Gardein has one, President's Choice has one, whatever ground plant-based that you can find. And then we need 1 small or medium onion. This is too big. I'll probably use half of this. Then we need some ketchup, some mustards, and I do see the irony of having French's ketchup and Heinz mustard versus the other way around, but that's what's in my fridge. Some barbecue sauce. This President's Choice onion and whiskey is delicious. Tomato sauce. Some minced garlic or a couple cloves of garlic that you will mince, and some oil for sauteing the onions, or you can saute in water. Then we need some paprika, sweet or smoked, onion powder, salt and pepper to taste. That's all we're going to need. And then also a casserole dish or cast iron pan that you can put from your stovetop into the oven. Now, preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And I'm going to dice up my onion and meet you back here. I forgot. We are also going to put in some red pepper. These are sweet peppers. They're just mini sweet peppers. So 1 small red pepper or green, whatever color that you prefer, but we're going to add that in as well. Okay, so we're using the induction oven because I haven't got my propane yet. It's a long story, but basically I don't need it just yet because it's just my stove and my furnace that runs on propane, and I don't need my furnace. And so it's been a very expensive few months, and so I'm just sort of putting that off. So we're going to use the induction, which means it might be a little loud, and if so, the sound of it, if so, I apologize. The first thing we're going to do is saute our onions and our peppers. Now, the Beyond meat does not need to be, like, it's not raw beef, so we're not that worried about making sure it gets fully cooked. It's going to be cooked, but we're going to start with the onions and the peppers, and I'm just going to add some canola oil, and then I'll probably add a little water too. To saute them, but we're going to start with a little bit of that. I gotta say, I do love the induction oven. It's nice how fast it heats up, which is, you know, so does the, to be fair, so does the propane stove, but this is even faster. So we're going to let that sweat for a little bit to start to soften before we add in our garlic and then the rest of our ingredients. I've let this saute, and the onions have started to get translucent. I'm going to add in a tablespoon of minced garlic, which is 3 teaspoons. Okay, so I've added in the minced garlic, and now we are going to add in the Beyond plant-based meat. So you can add whatever you would add to your sloppy joes to this. I don't know why they don't sell these plant-based meats in 1 pound packages like they do, you know, cow meat, because, you know, all the recipes that I'm veganizing usually call for a pound. That doesn't really matter. This $25 induction cooktop has been a lifesaver. There's no doubt about it. Facebook Marketplace, 25 bucks. I've used it so much. I think even if I had gas, even if I had propane, I would probably still use this because it's so fast, easy to clean. I just put it away in my cupboard when I'm not using it. Doesn't stay out. So preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Not Celsius. Today is Canada Day. Here in Canada, obviously. Thank you, Adelina, for being so obvious. So happy Canada Day to all my Canada Day friends. Happy Canada Day to all my Canadian friends. Oh my God. And happy 4th of July to my American friends. And let me know down below if you live in a country that celebrates something else, Independence Day or something else around this time of year. Let me know down below. I'd be curious to know what it is. Okay, so this is cooked. I'm not gonna worry too much about how cooked, as long as it's got the right texture, the texture of browned ground cow. I'm going to turn this down, and we're going to start to add the rest of our ingredients. Okay, we're going to start with our spices, and I'm going to do a teaspoon each of onion powder, a nice rounded teaspoon, a teaspoon of paprika. This is sweet paprika, but you can use whatever paprika you like. I'm going to wait for salt and pepper until the end. Okay, so now we need 1 cup of tomato sauce. You saw me earlier freezing the rest of that onion because I only used half an onion, but I chopped the whole thing and just froze the other half. I'm also going to freeze the rest of this tomato sauce. Just label it, put it in the freezer, and that way the next time I need some tomato sauce, just a little bit, I've got it. Okay, so I need 1 cup. Oops, where's my measuring cup? Here it is. 1 cup of tomato sauce, which is a little bit more than this can. And because we have less ground beef than what the traditional recipe calls for sloppy joes, I'm not going to put the whole thing in there. And now I'm going to add in a 1/4 cup of ketchup. I got a 1/2 cup out. We need a 1/4 cup. Though a 1/2 cup wouldn't make me sad. I love ketchup. I think I've told this story before, but for those of you who haven't heard it, I used to put ketchup on everything as a kid. Everything. Which drove my dad crazy. But if ketchup touched my lettuce at all for my salad, I wouldn't eat any of my salad. Drove the poor man just to distraction. Almost out of ketchup. It's just okay, so we've got 1 cup of the tomato sauce, 1/4 cup of the ketchup, looking very sloppy Joe-ish. Now I'm adding 1 tablespoon of mustard, oh my god, these things are so handy, but they're so annoying. There, my goodness. And now 2 tablespoons of barbecue sauce. Okay, and now I'm going to add some pepper. Don't know what happened to my pepper grinder during the move. I'm sure I'll find it as soon as I buy another one, so I've been putting off doing that. And then I'm going to taste this and see how much salt it needs. I could do with some salt. All right, so I'm turning my stovetop off because now we're going to layer. Now, for those of you who haven't noticed, I bought a Hamilton Beach toaster oven slash oven. I guess toaster oven is an oven. You know what I mean. Countertop oven. Again, because I wanted to be able to bake and also make toast and stuff. I did have a toaster, still have it, but I figured this was on sale and I could use this to bake things as well. So I've got that preheating, and that's what we're going to bake this in, and this fits in there perfectly. This bag holds about 2 cups of shredded Daiya cheese. So I'm going to put half of this on top. Reserving about a cup. So if you're shredding from a block, then you want 2 cups. And now we get the fun part of arranging the tater tots. I know there's a lot of debate about whether you should just dump them on or pour them on. I prefer to pour mine, and I cannot find my scissors. I prefer to layer them. I'm going to take my time and arrange them all the way around because I think it looks pretty, and your food should look good as well as taste good. But if you don't have the patience for this, just dump them on, arrange them so that it's covered, and stick it in the oven. That was very satisfying for my mildly OCD brain. So now I'm going to lightly dust it with a little bit more paprika. You don't have to do this, but I think it adds a nice little flavor. Just lightly. Just dust the tater tots. Now we're going to put this in the oven for 30 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I'll see you in 30 minutes. Okay, so it's been in there 30 minutes. We're going to pull this sucker out. And I'm going to sprinkle the rest of the cheese on here. Remember, this is a sloppy Joe casserole, so it's pretty sloppy versus drier than some others. But I'm going to cover this in cheese. And then we're going to put it back in for as long as it takes for this to melt nicely. 10-15 minutes. And then we will be back to give it a taste test. So I'll see you then. So, can you hear that? Sizzling away. I ended up putting the broiler on for about 5 minutes, watching it carefully, so that give it a bit of color. I don't know how much it did. But now I'm going to I'm going to let this cool off before I try eating it. Patience for waiting for food to cool down is not one of my strong suits. So this is probably still too hot. But I'm hungry and I want to try it. So I keep trying to cool it off. But we're going to give it a try. That is so good. And so simple. Like I say, put whatever you put in your sloppy joes. Or if you put green peas in your sloppy joes, carrots, whatever you put in your sloppy joe, put in this. It's just another way to use tater tots and make something that's delicious that the whole family will enjoy. It's actually also something really good to take to a potluck because it's food that everybody likes. So good. So I'm gonna go enjoy this. It's been a beautiful week here and I have really been enjoying sitting outside, going to the river, doing a little swimming. Well, doing a little sitting in the water, I should say. I'm cooling off after working all day. So anyways, guys, hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're staying safe. Remember, in a world where you can be anything, choose to be kind because this world needs so much more kindness. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Do you have an itch that you just can't get? Oh, now it's on the other side. Is this it? Do I have it? Is this it? Oh, yeah. There it is. Now we got it.